The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Signal warnings have been lifted as a tropical depression orbit moves westward over the West Philippine Sea. Pag-asa last spotted its center some 240 kilometers west of Pasco in Batanes. It packs wind speeds of up to 45 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 55 kilometers per hour. Orbit is expected to exit the Philippine area of responsibility this afternoon and remain as a tropical depression in the next 36 hours. Rain showers are expected over the Caraga and Davao regions due to the ITCZ. Local thunderstorms, meanwhile, may bring rains over Metro Manila and the rest of the country. Climate change has been affecting countries around the world, but who should pay the financial toll brought by the phenomenon? Let's watch this.
Who pays the financial toll of climate change? Greenhouse gas pollution is making extreme weather worse in countries that bear little responsibility for causing the problem, and they want help coping. Take Pakistan. It contributes less than 1% of global greenhouse gas emissions, yet it is the 8th most vulnerable country to climate change. Devastating floods in the country this summer have pushed the issue to the top of the climate agenda at November's COP27 in Egypt. The lines of the debate are clearly drawn over what's called loss and damage. The loss is of lives or cultures or species that can never return, and damage means damage to infrastructure that will need repair after climate-driven disasters. That's where a global climate agreement would come in, with rich nations contributing to their poorer counterparts, while everybody continues the fundamental work of slashing emissions. Developing countries want financial and technical help, but the US and EU point to past episodes of misused aid and are reluctant to cut blank checks. Also, there's something even more basic to consider. How do we measure climate impacts? Scientists in the last 10 years have developed reliable ways to estimate how much worse greenhouse gases are making disasters. The rain in Pakistan, according to World Weather Attribution, was 50% more intense than it would have been before industrialization. Now, economists are taking that work a step further by attributing dollar values to climate-related losses. From 1990 to 2014, according to Dartmouth researchers, the combined pollution from the US and China cost Pakistan $60 billion in GDP. They cost the world $1.8 trillion. But how this scientific research lands at COP, or if it lands, is anybody's guess. Coincidentally, Pakistan holds the rotating leadership role in what will be the largest negotiating bloc at COP27. It's called G77 plus China, and it includes more than 130 countries who generally support a loss and damage process. Dug-in positions suggest no resolution is likely when nearly 200 countries assemble in Egypt, but agreeing to talk about it, as they tentatively have, is an important first step.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. A slight uptick in COVID-19 hospitalizations has been recorded in some private hospitals. In an interview with A Big Story, Private Hospitals Association Philippines President Dr. Jose Rene de Grano said COVID-19 wards in some private hospitals have reached around 40% occupancy, 10% higher than the usual. He added that the slight increase was recorded in Metro Manila and Calabarzon. De Grano, however, noted that the hospitalization rate is still tolerable as of now.
It's still tolerable and it's still low risk as of the moment. But we're trying to observe the next 1 or 2 weeks if there's going to be an increase in other areas.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Investigation Bureau's autopsy has found no external injury on the body of one of the alleged middlemen in the killing of broadcaster Percy Lapid. June Villamor died at the New Bilibid prison last October 18, same day that self-confessed gunman Joel Escorial was presented to the media. The Commission on Elections has suspended the filing of certificates of candidacy for the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan polls. President Bongbong Marcos earlier signed the measure postponing the election from December this year to October 2023. And pop star Taylor Swift's new album, Midnights, broke the record for most streamed album in a single day on Spotify. Swift reacted to this in a tweet calling it mind-blowing. Now, the album, which was released on Friday, contains 13 songs and 7 bonus tracks. Now, for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.